Yo, yo, all my YouTube peeps. How's everybody doing today? I did put my little flowers on, and I'm sorry I realized I wasn't filming. But, I mean, that just took it. I just took two little pieces of the sari silk and made little bows, made little loops, glued those down, and then just glued the flowers on them. So I thought that was pretty cute. And it covers up my magnet just wonderfully. So now this is the last little bit on here. Now I cut this out last night, sitting in front of the TV, and then I edged it with the green. And so that is going to go right here. And I did not realize that it hung off. Wow. That's not good. I don't think I'll use that there, because I'd have to cut her off. And so we'll use something else. Okay, we will use this though. And then this is the tag that's in here. I'm going to cover it, and I pulled out some of the papers from the secret, what is that, English Garden paper that I have, and I thought I'd cover this first. All right, and I'm going to cut it right about there and right here. Let me get this cut. Yeah, we're just, you know, staying at home, being good little girls and boys, not spreading anything, not getting anything. I hope everybody else is doing the same. It's hard to figure out, you know, when you're supposed to go grocery shopping and things like that. But, hey, you know, we'll figure it out. It'll all get figured out. All right, there's my line right there. And so I hope everybody is healthy and getting some good craft time in. Where is my mark? I've lost my mark. Oh, that's good. And then my mark is right here. It kind of looked like the flower. It kind of looked like it was supposed to be there. All right. Keep my little scraps in my pile there. All right. So now the only thing that has to happen is got to figure out how to get this covered. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to draw a line right there. And then I'm going to take this, which totally matches this because I cut it out using the round part. And so I'm going to take this same round part, and I'm going to drop it down below the line. Let's see if you can see that. So that I'm leaving myself, I'm making it a little shorter than this, so it will have, oh, you know what? It's going to be completely covered, so it does not matter. So let's just cut the line I made. Yay! I love when things are easy. All right, we're just going to cut this little puppy. You could also glue it on and cut it off. Does not really matter which way you want to do that. All right, that goes in the garbage. So this is the side that I'm going to use, and that looks very nice. I'm going to ink it up. Get my inker going here. And this is a little iridescent paper, so it's really pretty. And this is the one that the tag that goes into that frame. And then you can put your picture on and cut it out and just stick it right onto this. You can make it a little smaller so that you'll see a little bit of the paper, however you want to do it. I'm just giving myself a little bit of edge on all of this stuff. Okay, now if you don't have anything like this but you still want a round, you can use anything that's round to give you, a bowl, a coffee mug, anything. Some people can actually cut that without any guidance at all, and more power to you. Or you can just do it a square, or you can do it like a tag and just cut your corners off. So do not feel like you need to run out and get anything. You can use what is in your stash, and we'll just help you around the different situations that might require something if I'm doing something that maybe not everybody has. Okay. Come on, glue. Oh, I've got to clean this out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nope, I'm going to have to clean it out. Poodle. Poodle toodle. Okay, so line it up. Drop it down. Voila. And if any of it's sticking over the edge, just give it a little cut so it's not sticking over the edge. All right, and there's that down. It feels nice and smooth. And now I'm going to put this piece down, and you'll be able to see the paper through these little filigrees. I think that looks very cute. And I think I'm going to leave the bottom open and just kind of glue it right across the top so that you can slide a photo underneath if you'd like. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. So if you just got a photo of a picture where it's down here, you can still slide it up. However, okay. So let's do this. Let's do it. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Ow! Oh my gosh, and I'm bleeding too. Not bad, but oh, what a silly thing to do. Okay, I'm going to go about 2 leaves. All of a sudden, I'm getting more glue than I want. Okay, and then we're just going to... Oh, that was good. Don't let it slide, because then you're going to end up getting glue everywhere. Okay, let's try that again. Line it up all the way across the top. Make sure it's centered. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, looks like I need to cut just a smidgen. Well, I suppose I could probably just move it up. Yeah, there we go. Because this is just right for that. So, there we go. Wonderful. All right. And then we're just going to slide that puppy right in here. We're going to slide that puppy right in here. There we go. There. And then we just have a little bit hanging out. That actually is not all the way down. There we go. Now it's all the way down. There. Well, that's cute. Now I still need to come up with something for right here. No. Do I like this? What about if I centered it? Yeah, that's not bad, is it? All right, I think that's the way I'm going to do it. And we're going to make a mark right there. And make a mark right there. All right. There's one. And flip her around. And there's two. Now these can, you know, possibly still be used for something. I don't know. They're not really centered. It might look kind of funny, but I'm going to stick them in my little stash. Let's ink this puppy up. There we go. And just glue around. Let's see, is there anything else I want to do with that? Whoo, doggy. No. I don't think I want to put the and just a thin strip of glue on the bottom and up both sides. And then we're just going to line that puppy up. And somehow I got it just a titch short. Huh. I do not know how I did that, but it will be fine. I just put it in the center so it looks like that's what I wanted. It's kind of like a little tear up. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And then there'll be a couple little tags in there. Let's see, I can take one of these and see how a couple of these would look. They might be a titch too long, but I can shorten them. And let me get another one. There we go. Put that in leftovers. So these can eventually come back and get decorated up. Okay, so everything is done in here except for the tags. So this side is done. Now flipping over to this side, and see, I put my flowers on, so now I'm working on a not flat surface, but that will be all right. First, I want to put a big pocket here, but I want it to be a nice size pocket. You know, size this way, probably like 4.5, and that would get it about halfway up. And then I want to have a flap open up this way, and I want to have 2 photo slides with the plastic, with the acetate, 2 acetate pockets for photos. There we go. Find my words. So what I have done here is I have pulled out some papers that I would be interested in using. Yeah, I ripped that one when I pulled it out. I was like, oh, darn. You got to be careful when you pull these papers out. Not that side. So there's this side, and I don't really like that side, but butterflies. I've got butterflies in here, so I thought, well, maybe. And there's this, and I don't like, that's okay. That's okay. And then I have these things, and I thought one of these would look nice on the flap that opens up. We would have like this. This is really pretty. I was thinking I want to use some of this. You only get 2 of these sheets, and you know, so maybe if I use this one for all of these and grab the other one out to cut, but I don't know. We'll just keep our eye on that. And then I pulled this one out, and it has a little lavender, but it's got little bees on it, but that's okay because they're you know, they kind of go along with flowers. Then we have this pink. We have this one. Now remember, I've got a whole nother set in my book I haven't pulled out yet. And we've got this blue, which we haven't done anything with yet, but, and then we've got this one. And then that pink. And some others that I have pulled out that I still have, just to show you what I still have. This one I'm going to use on the front of one of my pages, I know, because I love this. That's kind of their signature one anyway. And then these two I'm going to use together because they've both got the black instead of the brown in them. So I'll kind of focus on utilizing these things on one of the pages. So that is where we stand, and this is just gorgeous on this side. I love all of these colors. So anyway, so that's why I'm just strictly using this, and I kind of like this for another page. So I think I'm going to pull these 2 out. And that will give me 4 pages, you know, at least. So I think I'm going to pull those 2 out, which leaves me with these. Let's see, with these. So, and we've got this. And this is the only side I really like on these, except for, let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. These are the only sides I like. Let's see. Not truly wild about that color combination. And I do have a few bits and pieces, but nothing very memorable. I have the green, which would look nice with this, but that is all I have of that green. But let's get into this and see what we're going to do first. So first, let's make a pocket, and we might, let's see, we might kind of do that one. I don't know, let's see, we might, about this one. Huh. Yeah, I think we're going to mainly use this. Now this is partial. I'm sorry guys, but you know, you got to see some of the heartache too. I get to share that with you. Do I like that? I wonder if I like this better. Whew, woof, woof, woofda. I don't know. Okay, put all of this stuff aside and let's make our pocket, and maybe I will get some help. You guys send me your vibes. Send me your vibes. Okay, so I'm taking another piece of gray, and I want to make a pocket, and I want to make the pocket about 4 inches, 4.5 inches, because I want to make it where I can definitely get in a, you know, a flippy part, but yet, you know, it can't be terribly deep because I could add another 1/8 of an inch here, and give this a little bit more depth. The page is already pretty thick, but I don't know. I think I like the idea. So let's try that. Put it in this way, and let's give it an 1/8 of an inch, or the best we can. Yeah, let's just do it right there. It's a little less than an 1/8. Little less than an 1/8. Let me try and get that in there just a little bit better. There we go. All right. So that will give us a little bit of space. So now we can have some more fun. Always be prepared for the fun. And we all need some fun now, don't we? Okay. Let's give that a little squeeze. And it's as easy as that. Now we have some room for this big pocket. All right. So because I want to make it a flippy thing, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this all the way down at a 1/2 inch. Okay. Let's get this burnished. Let's match this up, staying away from your fold as much as possible. You know, 1/8 of an inch, no less than a 1/16 of an inch. And then let's score right here. And that is at 1 7/8. So I can finish that up. All right. Put that back. Try and keep working on your housekeeping. Make sure that we're lined up nice and straight. Probably should have checked it before I actually burnished it down all the way. And let's see, so now this is 6 1/8. So this is 6 1/8. And then I want this to be at least, well, let's see, where is 5 inches? 5 inches is right about here. And that's okay. I think I like the 5 inches. Okay, so let's get the scoreboard out again. And I am going to go ahead and cut this down. Just need a 1/2 inch there. Or so. Okay. And now I want to score this at 5 inches. Woo! Throwing everything around. Open this back up. And now we're going to give this a little angle, and we're going to give this a little V-shaped cut right to the score mark. So there's a little V-shaped cut. And where did I put, oh, it's over here. And then just a little angle off this end. Oh, I didn't do it there. Where did I do it? Oh, right here. So make all of them just a little angle off the end as well. So this is going to be the starting of our pocket slash photo flip. Okay, and I'm just kind of winging this. I'm done something like this in the past, but I thought, you know, if I can alleviate adding a flap onto this where it's just going to be flapping itself, that ought to work out just fine and cut down on the bulk. So now we want to make sure that when we're folding, that we're folding this straight. Okay. I don't think I need anything else. Okay, so I want this to be the same distance down. So I'm going to cut that off. There we go. Okay. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Excuse me. High pollen count today, and that is one of my really bad allergies, so I am concentrating on breathing. Okay, so we have this one that will actually go down onto our paper, and then we have this one that will flip up and down, and it will be a pocket. So next I need, not large enough, I need a cover for this, and I know I wanted to try and put this on here, but I'm making it way a lot larger than that, so I don't know that this is going to work. Oh, woe is me. I could put this as this pocket, or I could put this as my top of my paper. I think I'm going to use this as the top of my paper. So, and I don't need to have it come all the way down, so I won't be wasting all of that paper. So get this lined up on here. Now, put this here. And we're just going to come down just to about here. So let's go ahead and cut that. And let's see where we are here. Right there. All right, let me give this a cut. That is also another really pretty piece that I've got pulled out for any situation we may need to have it for. Alrighty. Okay. So there's that. Going to be beautiful. And then this will go right over the top of it. And I think I'm going to have to cut that just a smidgen shorter. That gonna work? Yes, it will. Yes, it will indeed. Okay, so I got that, settle that in. Now let's work on this, and I'm gonna leave that right in there and put this to the side. I need a sheet of paper over the top of this. So, and this is what it's going to be with. Do I like that? No, I do not. No, I do not. Let's see if any of these will work. No. 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 So I have okay, what do I have here? No, don't like that either. No, 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 and no. So now I could do this. I could do this and put 2 stripes on either side. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do, because this definitely has an up and down to it. To me, anyway. I suppose it would look fine going sideways, but it just doesn't look 100% right. Okay, so now I'm going to take another piece of gray, and I'm going to create the tops of these pieces. So we're going to, let's see, can I do it this way? Yes, we'll do it this way. Alrighty, I want this to match up perfectly with this side. And housekeeping. And this perfectly with this side. And then bring this down. And slide it over a little bit so I can see where I want this. All right. I am going to cut this first, so it'll leave me with a large piece over here still to use. So there's that large piece. And then we're going to trim this down a smidge. Now I also, which might be very cute and cool, is I have these things. I can do this where it's just going to just cascade right down the page. Very cool. Yes, I like that. I like that. Anytime I can utilize the whole image as intended by the artist, I like to do it. Okay, we look a little off, but it could be clipped down if need be. Yeah, it's gonna need a little smidge. Okay, so let me get the eraser mark off of here. All right, and we're gonna glue this one on. And I'm going to have it, let's see, to make it easier, I'm going to have it where you're going to put the photo in upside down in this way. So I will seal this, because when it's in the folded position, which will be most of the time, I don't want to worry about that photo always popping out. Okay, and I don't think we'll have to worry too much about it not staying closed. So I don't think I'm going to worry about a closure. All right, so let's put, and I've cut, you know, both of those sides down. I didn't cut this down, so let's go ahead and, I forgot. I had already told you guys to do it. I'm just taking off a little pinch. There we go. Ink. I did that a couple times on my videos. I noticed that. This is glue. Lisa, silly girl. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure I'm recording here. Come on. I'm sorry, guys. I've just been so lazy not wanting to work this. Get in there and figure out what's going on with my glue. I just want to craft. Leave me alone. Okay, leaving this part open. And then little thin line all the way across. There we go. And let's lay this puppy down. Let's go ahead and get one corner just right. And then angle it. The other corner just right. And then just lay her down. Alright, there's the first side. And I have a little bit I need to cut off, because I want it to be flush with the fold. Be careful not to cut your fold. There we go. And this part, I want to actually make part a first pocket and a second pocket. I want the first pocket to house a photo and the second pocket to house a tag. So the first photo, oh, and I should not have done this, dingleberry. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm not going to make this. This is just going to be for a photo. This one I'm going to cut out and have another piece. If you don't put this piece on, which I mean, I could find a little, I could find a little cutting board. I've got one around here somewhere, and slide that up in and still cut out my frame, but I'm just not going to worry about it. So this one is just going to be solid front and back. So I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this closed. If you want to, before you put this backing on, you're going to cut out a frame just like I'm going to do here. All right. But since I've already done this, I am just going to switch my mind on that. So I'm just going to seal this closed. There we go. There she blows. All right, so there's that. And that's ready to go. Now, for here, I have to have a 1/2 inch at least to clear these. So, let me find Timmy. Here's Timmy. Let me move my little sheets of paper away. And I have almost 6 1/8. Almost. So, I am going to come in 5/8. Let's see, if I come in 5/8 and come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8, that is going to leave me a opening of almost 5 inches by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5 by 4. It's like 5 7/8 by 4 7/8. So maybe I'm going to that's a 1/2 and that's 5/8. I am going to come in between the 1/2 and the 5/8 mark. I'm going to try and find the middle. That equal. Try and find the middle. So that I am just a little bit above. And I'm going to go ahead and make a line. Okay, there's the 1/2. We're going to come up just a little bit from the score mark. And again on this side. And one more time. Okay, and that looks good. That gives me an opening of just short of 5 inches by just past 3 3/4. It'll be nice for, you know, like a center photo of some sort or another. Let's get our cutter. Frames are so super easy. So super easy. Just takes a little bit of work and a little bit of planning. Like, don't do that. Okay, there's one. Just line that puppy up and cut. And again. And last one. Not to say I won't have to shimmy a little bit here or there to get it to actually come off, but this is the last full cut. Oh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Let's get the eraser marks off of here. Almost time to start my darling's dinner. I already know exactly what I'm fixing and all of that good stuff, so no problems there. And then I'll probably do a frame around here with some paper. That's that. This is this. And I could probably make, with the rest of the paper I'm going to have on this side, I could make my frame pieces from this pink. So, let's get this cut. Okay. House cleaning. House cleaning. Oh, goodness gracious. A little bit of housekeeping here. Okay. What did I get on that? What did I get on it? Oh, it came off. Okay. I'm like, holy Toledo. I try and keep things so neat and tidy and pay attention to where the glue's going, but you know, you still get marks on your paper. It's very frustrating though. Very frustrating. All right, so we're going to go there. And we're going to go here. All right. Again, I'm going to cut here first, so I have the largest that I can to try and make my frame pieces. I don't know if that'll be enough, but we are going to try. All right, so there's the leftovers. And here is my paper for on here. Oh, so cute. And I might put like a little flower on each one of those. That would look really cute. It would just have to be a flat one. So I will have to, those will come later, but that might be what I do there. Okay, so let's see, do I want to go ahead and glue this? I know I need to ink it. I don't remember if I told you, I did get my re-inker out and re-ink this. These little ones are fine for stamping, but they're a little more cumbersome when it comes to trying to do it for this kind of stuff, but it still works. I like the space saving on them. I got a little too generous on one corner, but that's okay. It all looks pretty darn good. All right, so let's go ahead and put this one down so it is out of the way and we're good to go on that. And then we clog. There we go. Oops, this way. Pull it up just a smidge. Down that direction just a smidge. over that way. There we go. There we go. Been working out in the yard, getting some things done there, so that's always feels good, doesn't it? I don't know if everybody else is, obviously not everybody has the same weather, but okay, so let's see if for the 2, I'm going to need it to be this size. I'm going to cut just that little sliver off. And I'm, of course, going to use the brighter pink side. So let's see. So that's good. Now, I need right here. Let's see how we can do. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, now let me take this and get this side. And we need that right about there. And right there, good. And now here, I'm going to take these 2 pieces off, and I'm going to go this way. And we'll go right here. Alrighty, and yes, my husband's knocking on the door, guys, so give me just a sec. Okay, so I got one side done while I was chatting with my honey. So what I did, because these are, I'm working with just a little piece of paper and it's harder to cut correctly. I'm coming down to this point where I am utilizing just the space where the frame is to find out where I want my paper cut on that side, and then doing the same thing on this side. And that way it's easier to set it up in the cutter, and let me show you what I mean. So you've got this line here and this line here, and you're just going to get it through the cutter and place those lines right on the spot where it cuts, and cut. And then you have, hopefully, yes, and I did go and cut these so that when I cut these to the length that I needed. So now I'm just going to make a frame with these, but I have to go and help my husband for a few minutes. So I shall return to you all. Just try and keep these in the order that you cut them, just in case, one of these is different lengths. Just keep them together. And for you, it will be just a moment. I'm going to put my glue on my lid. I think we're going to go out and have ourselves a little campfire. So I'll talk to you guys in a little while. I'm gonna go enjoy my husband. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Hey, okay. So I've got all of these cut out. And so now I've also did another set that I'm thinking I'm gonna put on top of this. I'm thinking I'm gonna do that. But I'm actually not wild about the color. So I think I'm going to stick those. I just had those strips. And I don't really have, yeah, see these would be all right, actually. And it would help tone down that pink a little bit. The only problem is that, you know, the words will be going sideways, not all in the same. So I'm not sure I like that part. So I think these are just going to go in here for right now. We might come up with something else. Okay, so for right now, we're just going to make this frame. And I'm sorry guys, I forgot to ink these. Using my smoke, my hickory smoke. And just basically with this, just covering up the, I don't know, these are lighter. I'm not really sure I know exactly what that is, but I do kind of like that better. Maybe we'll use this side. I'm not all that wild about, that's part of that piece. See, and I don't think I have any more of this. Do I have one more little piece of that somewhere? I do. Okay, so I'm going to, is this the same width? Yes, so I'm just going to cut this the same length. It's a little thinner, but I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. There. Now this can be used at some other point. All right. So, and I hope you kept them in order. And then as we do this, you're going to keep them in order. Let me go ahead and, of course, the only one that I inked is the one I got rid of. Oh, goodness. Well, we have had a full day today. And, you know, all the usual stuff. Laundry, beds, a little bit of gardening. I even did some weeding today, which I absolutely despise. Yuck. Yuck. But it needs to get done, and it makes it look so much prettier. My girlfriend Laurel would be very proud of me, or she will be. I'll talk to her. This is late at night. I'll talk to her tomorrow morning, tell her all about my day. She and I live far apart, but we talk just about every day. We kind of give ourselves the weekend off. Well, I guess we give the family a weekend off. They don't have to hear from our best friend. Okay, so I'm going to put this little clip on there. And I've got it lined up so that the top piece of this lines up with the side, and the top piece of the down strip lines up with the side of this strip. And then you're going to put your scissors and go from corner to point. And then these little things can be tossed, or you can keep them to do some kind of decoration, blah, 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 blah. And then you need to leave these in the same order, because this one fits with this one. If you, because you're still eyeballing this, cutting it, and so you're not necessarily going to have the same, you know, it lined up perfectly or whatever. So just put your little clip on there to help you hold it together. But make sure you're not going to be in your way of your cutting. And go from corner to point. Okay, now that goes up there. And this one. Come on. And we do want to ink our little ends here. And that's a personal choice. If you don't want if you want it to look like there's really not much of a crease there, if you don't want it to look like you've framed it together and have it kind of look all like one solid piece, then don't ink those edges and you'll get a little bit of a different look than what I'm going to have by inking the edges. Okay, so this piece is this piece and this piece here, the side piece. So I'm taking the bottom and matching it up corner to corner on this side piece, putting my little clamp there. Make sure it doesn't move. There we go. And then from the corner to the point. All right, so now let me ink this one up. So that goes right there. And then we're going to put the last two ends together. Match them up, left and right. Put your little clamp on there. There we go. And let's ink that one and ink this one. All right. So now we're just going to put these down. We'll start with the top one. I did clean my glue out, so hopefully we will not have any problems with the glue. And if I do, then it means I have a big floating chunk in my glue because I got everything out of the tip. All right, so now keep these in their order. I'm gonna put this one up here so I can pull this down, and let's get this centered top and bottom and side to side. Don't get it near the fold line. See, that's definitely far enough away from the fold line. There we go. And I definitely feel like I've just taken a bath in glue. And then we're going to line this up. Make sure it's going to look good, and it does. I love it when a plan comes together. And then you just go around like you're clockwise or counterclockwise, whichever way you feel comfortable, and just keep putting the sides down. Match them up. Push them right up against that seam. And make sure you don't get into your fold line. There we go. And we'll do this one next. Yes, my glue is much happier now. I didn't see anything pulling it out, but you know, it doesn't have to be that big to clog that up. All right, let's match this up. There we go. Very nice. If and I do say so myself. And let's just see, before that gets to drying real well, how this one is. Oh yeah, we're happy campers. And if there's one that doesn't match up, put a little flower or a little word or anything that you have, little bit of ephemera that you can, just cover that up with. Because sometimes I'll do these and they just won't come out. Even though I keep it all together, I know that, I cut this one with this one, it should fit perfectly, but, by the time you get around, something's not fitting right. And there we go. So there's our nice frame. Now we're going to flip it over. And I've got a piece of plastic here that is, of course, not wide enough. And I think the other little piece I brought over here is not large enough at all. No. Okay, so I'll have to get another piece of that. And remember, I want this to also be a pocket. So I want there to be space here to put things. So this is going to make the pocket, these two flaps. But I still need something here to hold my photo in between the plastic that I'm going to put down and where my pocket is going to be. Let me get my acetate, and I have a feeling I'm going to use decorative paper, and then you'll see when you flip it up, you'll see the decorative paper through the acetate. And then you can slide your picture down in there. And then we can go ahead and put our pocket on. And then it's going to be so stinking cute. All right, let me grab a little more acetate. I shall return.